the desert of the real.
Welcome to the Desert of the Real. I am your host, Ryan Hudson. Join with me, as always, is your Horcrux hunter,
Jason Dietz.
The Desert of the Real is a movie podcast where I force Jason Dietz to watch big blockbuster movies he's refused to watch because he did not think they were worth his time. We're watching Harry Potter. There are kids outside where we are.
Yeah.
We teach out of high school. That's
outside
important
of our
context.
soundproof booth.
Yeah, our booth is not as soundproof as we wish. We're here to ask if this movie has anything deep to say. Dang debate, kids. We're two English language arts high school teachers with graduate degrees, and we attempt to use our academic training to dig deeply into movies. We explore the creativity, philosophy, film studies, and ethics in our films and push you, the listener, to think critically about your entertainment.
We do.
Usually we record on Mondays. Today is a Thursday at the end of a week, so our brains are fried.
Yes.
Well, we are watching Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, Dietz. You've never seen this one. Here's the thing. I remember when this was announced to be split into two movies, and I was like, that's a good idea. This is good. Because there's so much that needs to happen. Like, if we got everything in one movie, I feel like it'd be rushed. It would be not good.
There's so much that needs to happen, and this is how they spent the first of the two movies.
Yeah, okay, here, we'll get into
this. They literally wandered around aimlessly for 2.5 hours, found a sword, and stabbed it into a necklace.
I like this movie. You do not like this movie. I feel like it might be hit or miss with other fans, too.
Well, I mean, I felt like I was watching a Tolkien movie.
Okay, so, listener, that's where we gotta just, where we gotta, like, find the middle ground of understanding?
So Tolkien you walk across a field for an hour, and then an event happens, and then you walk across another field, and another event happens, the end.
So this is
That's basically Tolkien.
So, dear listener, if we're going to listen to Dietz's criticisms...
Bro, the only people listening have listened to all of it. They know what I'm talking about.
Hey, there might be someone new.
There might
People
be.
Time to pop in.
That's
Deathly
true.
Hallows Part 1.
That's true.
Anyway, so Dietz does not like Lord of the Rings, so we got to keep that in mind. Also, here's the thing.
Which I feel like adds credibility to my position.
I think it adds... This person does not hold any credibility.
Well, one of us is wrong.
Yep.
It's not me.
Oh, Dietz. If only you knew. Your eyes will be opened one day.
You tried to.
I know,
already.
and I guess you're...
There were some moments that were good.
For recap purposes, Dietz had to watch The Two Towers and Return of the King in one weekend, and he got overstimulated by Lord of the Rings-ness. And because recording-wise, I forgot why, but we had to do 2 episodes in one day, so it was a lot mentally.
To Hawaii, I think.
That's not even a...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was why, because you weren't going to be there the last week. I liked 5.
You like 5 a lot.
A lot.
Both of us are like, man, 6
and I
is
liked
the
the
worst
first one.
Yeah, and I love the third one. I think the third one is...
I think that's about
the
it.
best one. But I also like this one. I think this one is like the reward.
That's because... What?
You watch all those Harry Potters, and then you get rewarded with this epic quest, basically.
You're serious?
I'm serious. I'm
okay.
like, you don't get to appreciate this one if you didn't watch 6 other movies before
I
this.
Use for this movie at all.
Okay, before we get too far into like what goes on in this movie, this movie gets announced. It's 2-parter, and I think true Harry Potter fans are like, good, we need that. But the interesting thing that happened is other franchises are like, wait, we could do that? And like, how could we split our movies up? So near-ish this time, you got the 3rd Twilight movie, or 4th Twilight movie, I think, gets split into 2 separate stories. I have not read the Twilight books.
I did.
You did? And yeah. I've seen the movies, and like the first part 1 is like, this is the wedding, and now she's sick. That's it.
Right.
Part 2 is
That's
the
exactly
actual
what this
fun.
one was like. That's exactly what this one was like.
Twilight. I only bring it up because Twilight's the bad example of
This is the same thing.
Hunger Games also did it.
Yes.
And I've only read the first Hunger Games book, if I'm being honest.
I haven't read any.
And I liked it. I just didn't read it, the other two. Hunger Games split into 3 and 4. And then the one that's funny, though, is Divergent.
Mm.
And I haven't seen any of the Divergent movies.
I think I've seen them all.
But the thing is, the third one bombed so bad that they didn't even have another one. So it's like, part 1, and that's it. We're done.
Well.
But things like this movie, and I would say like Dune, justify their splitting upness.
Dune, I agree, yes.
There's a lot of Dune that needs to happen.
There is a lot of Dune.
Just like Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Sorry. I was pausing for effect because it's funny.
Well, that was good effect. I felt it. I'm sure the audience felt it.
Let me look at my notes. You know what I love, Deets?
What? What? I love blockbuster movies.
I love it when the movie has fun with its logo.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't happen as often as you would hope, but in this movie, the Warner Brothers shield comes on screen and starts to, like, rust away. That's fun.
Okay, yeah.
So there's some other,
That's
like...
pretty cool.
Alright, if you ever go back and watch... Here's some off the top of the dome here.
Okay.
Alien Cubed. It has the Fox fanfare. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. And then it goes... Like it's things are wrong. Uh-oh.
Whoops.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
sometimes like the Disney castle will change depending on the movie. Like Tron has the Tron Disney castle. They don't have to do that. But it's just a little... Hey, that's kind of fun. We usually do pros and cons right away. I feel like you have a lot of cons.
No.
I want to...
Just general overall cons.
General overall cons. So let me address those. Nip that in the bud really quick.
Good luck.
I honestly do not feel like this movie is slow. You think it's all 2 hours of walking?
Yes.
Okay, we get in. Boom. Here is Harry. This escape thing.
Which made no sense. He's safe where he is.
No,
Why are they moving him?
Because when a wizard, they say this in the movie, that when someone turns 17, they
can no longer track him.
We no longer track him. You're right. So
why would they move him before he turned 17?
Why didn't they?
Like, why don't they just wait for him to turn 17?
Well, they did. That was his birthday.
Oh, and then they can track him? Yeah, I don't know. That whole thing, I'm like, why don't they just leave him where he is? I mean,
this is what it is, because I had to remember. If you're under 17 and you use magic at home, because it's actually frowned upon to use magic at home, you're learning how to do it at school, basically.
Sure.
So he couldn't be able to use magic until he's 17.
Okay.
But I think...
that doesn't answer why they move him.
Well, they're going to move him no matter what.
Why?
To get him to somewhere safe.
He was somewhere safe.
But not for long. They needed to get him somewhere where he will be safe after.
And so they went to the Weasley's house?
Yeah, and which is magically back. Here's the thing. I don't know. There's people there that could help fight if something does happen. And
so how about we just bring the people to Harry? That makes sense.
What do you mean?
Because then we could have this whole army surrounding Harry, where he's already safe.
They had hold on, they had a whole bunch of people there to protect him.
Stupid plot where everyone becomes Harry and we fly in different directions.
They know he can't do the magical apparition thing.
Dead.
So they all have to fly. I don't have a problem.
I know you don't.
I don't know.
He was fine where he was.
Okay, what happens when the bad guys could come into the house, though? Petunia.
So here's an idea.
Okay.
We have...
Sorry, that was a lot sassier than you.
I don't know, sass it up, baby. We have Harry drink the polyjuice potion.
I mean,
What kind of a mind-blowing idea is that? We turn him into Mad Eye Moody and let Mad Eye Moody hang out at his house, and then everybody just walks over to the Weasleys.
You're not
Stupid.
wrong, Deets.
Anyhow.
But instead of that, they're like, let's have multiple.
Yeah, let's have
Harrys.
this super complex escape plot. That's moronic.
Hey, maybe if it's complex, it would confuse bad guys.
Yeah,
Did you ever
it sure
think about
did.
That,
It
Deets?
sure did.
Maybe you're a bad guy.
They
That's
were
why
just
you got
so confused. They couldn't figure out what was going on. I hate this
Anyway,
movie.
that's not. I wasn't even gonna talking about any.
I
of that.
wasn't either. You brought it up.
All I'm saying is the movie starts with a somewhat pretty exciting scene. They have this wedding scene, which I don't think is boring, and then they're on the run, and that's all.
All it is.
Yeah, but then there's stuff that happens on their one. They have to they
Nothing.
infiltrate the Ministry of Magic at one point, Deets.
Yeah.
They have to like pretend to be all these other people.
Actually, that was pretty good.
And
I
then,
enjoyed them acting as adults. That
Yeah.
was pretty good.
So the people who were them, they like had to follow like our actors for like weeks to get all their like the little mannerisms and stuff. It's fun.
Yeah, that part was entertaining.
So there's like this big set piece in the middle, and then there is part where they are wandering. They don't know what to do, but I think
Which
that's
is like an hour and a half long.
I think that's kind of the point of
Okay.
that part of the movie.
Of Tolkien, right.
You're right. You know, but that's not a bad thing necessarily.
So, but you said that we needed to split this in two. And we spend,
Yeah.
I think, I'm not exaggerating, probably at least half of this movie is just them wandering around aimlessly. They have no clues.
Yeah, okay.
They have no idea what they're doing.
Yes.
Why? They know why they're doing it, but they don't know where to go.
Exactly.
Like here's okay, but we don't need to friggin' go through that with them. They're like, oh, we have to find these 7 Horcruxes. Where are they? I don't know. Let's wander around aimlessly in the woods
Deets,
until what happens.
I don't know if you remember this scene.
Freaking wandering and what?
Deets, Ron Weasley literally has that same argument.
I know, and he's right.
No. Deets, that's not how life is sometimes. You gotta
Bro,
figure out
okay,
what to do.
okay, let's just...
Hold on, wait, no. They had no idea what to do.
Correct.
They have to find these impossible things to find.
Correct.
And little to no guidance,
Correct.
basically. This could have gone on years, essentially.
It felt like it did.
And Ron is like, why didn't he tell you more? It would have been great, but no, we are on our quest to do this, and we just have to figure it
This
out.
is actually worse than Tolkien. Because at least in Tolkien, they know we have to take this stupid thing over here across these million miles. They know what they're doing. This was like... Okay, logically.
Okay, here we go. Logic corner. Logic of the
Welcome to
real.
Dietz's Logic Corner. We have 7 random things that are roughly the size of a necklace somewhere on the planet. We have no clues. We have
they
no
do have a
guidance. We
clue.
have no
They
one to ask.
have exactly one clue, and that's all they have to go on.
Which is what? It's in the necklace.
The necklace. The necklace
Great.
has
We
this
already knew
initial.
that. We knew it was in the necklace. We knew it was RLJB.
You know, it sounds like you want everything to be perfect and easy.
No, I just want to
and-
not spend 2.5 hours of my life watching something that makes no sense.
Here's the thing. The isolation's part of it. Like we need to see our trio in the middle of nowhere.
Because
it's supposed to feel alienating, Deets. That's
it's
how
not alienating. It's boring and
I disagree.
idiotic.
I think that's subjective, Deets.
Of course it is. Of course it is. So they have no. So you agree? They have no plan. They have no idea what they're doing. They don't know where to look. They don't know
and they're supposed
what
to
they're looking for.
They're supposed to feel helpless.
And then
Quote, I
random
suppose.
things just randomly happen.
That's not even true.
I feel like you're trolling me. I feel like you know that this movie sucks and you're just trying to piss
No,
me
I
off.
actually like this one a lot. This
There's
was in
no
my
way.
top
top
3.
top 8 Harry Potter movies.
It's
Okay. Just this is gonna give me heartburn.
I apparently okay.
So pros. Let's just go to the pros. The intro is fantastic. I loved the intro of this.
Yeah.
Where all of the people are saying goodbye and Hermione does her thing, which I'm not exactly clear why Hermione erases her parents' memory of her. I don't know what that's going to do. I don't know if that's going to, like, why is that going to make them safer than other random muggle?
In theory, they should have gone into hiding too.
Right, but
that's
whatever.
Fair. That's fair.
You know, whatever.
I'm trying to give you layups.
I don't need your layups. I'm like friggin'... I'm like Shaq, and you're like a middle school. Anyhow, they did. I don't know. I lost that metaphor.
Yeah, that metaphor.
I lost
Shaq and a middle schooler.
Yeah. Anyhow, so they did a good job in the first, 45 minutes or so of steadily increasing the danger.
Yeah, like it's kind of a wordless little moment where
I thought they did great. Like the first chunk, probably about 40 minutes of this movie, I thought was really well done.
Yeah, there is a deleted scene where Dudley basically says goodbye to Harry, but like it's implied that when Harry saves his life from the Dementors, like, oh wait, maybe I was wrong about Harry. It's not even, there is a deleted scene version of it, but it's, I thought Harry looking under the staircase is a nice little touch.
Yeah,
that might have been extended. I don't know if I remember that from the DVDs.
Like that whole like life is completely different now.
Yeah, the music's like
that was really
building
well
a
done.
mood and stuff.
I liked the ministry section. I love Umbridge. She is so evil, and she giggles and.
That's what I mean. Like
she's so great.
You'll find people who think Umbridge is the worst villain.
Because she's
more human, more realistic than Voldemort.
Then there's this like scattering of really cool scenes and the rest of the boring crap. They did a good job with the subtle effect that carrying the Horcrux has. Yeah. So that was good. There was a moment where Hermione's standing there and some random dudes happened to be walking through the woods randomly and they couldn't see her, but they could smell her. That was kind of cool. The destruction of the Horcrux was awesome, honestly. It was really cool. Like, part of Voldemort in there, trying to convince Ron of all that stuff. That was really well done.
It's kind of okay. It is a little funny though. It's like the Horcrux Hermione's like, you are the worst, blah blah, and then Harry, real life Harry, off to the side, it's lying, Ron. I like laughed at that. It's lying.
Yeah, and were they naked, by the way?
Yeah, when I came out,
I sure hope not.
Well, not in real life,
but like they looked like they were.
Yeah.
That was a little cringy.
That guy, I remember that getting some negative pushback from my parents and stuff when the movie came out. Because that's not like that doesn't happen in the book version. So it's like an added thing for the movie. But I remember that.
Yeah, it was unnecessary.
Being a thing.
And then the snake scene was cool, but I have no idea why it happened or what was going on or what they were in the house.
So let me explain, Deets, because this is in the movie.
Okay.
Last week I was like book. Not this week though. Hermione was right. I mean, they don't know what to do, and Harry's like, let's go to Godric's Hollow, where my parents are from. He found out not only Dumbledore's from there too, but the Godric Gryffindor came from this place.
Sure.
So he's like, let's go there. And Hermione's like, Voldemort's gonna expect you to go there at some point. And like, that doesn't matter. Let's just go anyways. Hermione was right. The snake was there as a trap, basically, waiting for Harry to eventually arrive. So the thing is, they're speaking parcel tongue to each other. She's a dead body. She was the lady that they mentioned the book that Reader Skeeter wrote at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we got a bunch of new information about Dumbledore from the neighbor lady.
Yeah.
She was a neighborly, but she's been dead. She's a snake waiting for Harry to eventually arrive sometime.
So how did they get the information for the book?
Oh, she wasn't dead when that book was written. It's implied that in between those things, she must have died.
That whole thing was very confusing.
It's okay. I thought I'd be able to do this, but it's like in the book version, she doesn't talk in front of Hermione ever. That's not like really even a thing in the movie. It's like, oh, she's only saying things to Harry when they're alone because it's parcel tongue and he doesn't notice it's a snake speaking.
Yeah.
Parcel tongue.
Okay.
It's supposed to be like a little scary thing, but it was a trap. It
was kind of scary.
Yeah,
it
like
was
probably the scariest this movie series gets, probably.
It was pretty good. I just had no clue why or...
No, I don't think they learned any new information, but...
No, like it just seemed...
No, wait.
I don't know.
Something triggers them to go to the Deathly Hallows. Anyway.
Yeah, so those are my pros.
Nice.
So I'm not like I hate this. There were some really good stuff. My favorite line was Dobby's line.
They brought Dobby back.
Yeah. Dobby only meant to maim or seriously injure.
Yeah.
That was my favorite line.
Yeah. Okay. Here's some of my pros. Right at the beginning, they have the bad guy meeting. Alan Rickman is so good.
Yeah.
They have the lady floating above the table, and it's like, she taught Muggle studies or whatever, and they all laugh. And she looks at Snape and goes, Snape, we were friends, because they were co-workers. Right. You know? His eyes are just saying a whole monologue, basically. Yeah. It's incredible.
He is amazing.
Yeah. I guess it's just, it feels like a fantasy adventure in this one. The first few movies, little kid mysteries, and then it gets kind of serious. I think this is like, it feels like a...
Tolkien.
Yeah, exactly. And that's good.
Okay. So we agree.
Yeah, but in my mind, that's a good thing.
You think it's a good thing, and I think it's not.
That's
okay,
like in my mind.
I'm glad. I thought you were insane up until that moment.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know if you've known this, but what's it called? The Horcrux symbol, the Deathly Hallows symbol. You know what I'm talking about? That's become like the symbol for Harry Potter. You'll see that on like car windows or tattoos. When people had political disagreements about J.K. Rowling's viewpoints in the world.
Sure. A
lot of people got those like tattooed like over like with mountains or whatever. But if you ever see that in the wild, that's just like it's become the universal symbol for Harry Potter, basically.
Okay, cool.
Which is kind of, I don't know if you noticed this, Deeds. A subtle clue that the bad guys are bad, but all the government workers look like Nazis. I like the scenic tour of England. You get all these weird and crazy locations like rocky shores, mountain cliffs. They're underneath this giant nuclear cylinder thing at one point. Did you notice that?
No.
They're like when they're camping. This is the camping movie.
Yeah. Yes, it is. I agree.
I kind of like the laid back kind of atmosphere of it where that's the thing. I like that they don't know what to do because that's how life feels sometimes.
Sure.
You know, you got to figure it out. Eventually we'll have to. And they're not like Dumbledore.
But we don't make movies about people in their daily life trying to figure crap out. Like no one would watch that. No one would go to that. 3 months
later, that would have been lame. I think if
no one would watch that.
We feel the thing. Because
we stopped doing that in the 60s with the French movie
New Wave.
About that dumb lady that's 4 hours long and all she does is walk around her own house.
That's not even French. That's like Belgium.
Great. Nobody watches that. Anyhow. That's really my main issue with this movie. That's really about it. Is just that.
I think, well... I'm dipping my toe into a little bit of the film studies because I was looking stuff up. It's just the one that has like the genre hybridity.
Mm-hmm.
where it's like, yeah, fantasy, but it feels somehow less fantasy because of how almost realistic they're now placed in location. They're not in a castle. They're just in the woods. They're just in a field, you know? But there's also kind of political thriller stuff going on. They have to do this espionage mission here. Kind of war a little bit. It's like...
It seemed to me like this movie would have benefited from a lot more of that.
Like, I mean...
Like they go somewhere and they're in their little secret magic tent or whatever the crap, and they see, you know, because those dudes can fly wherever they want.
Yeah, let's not bring that up. That sucks.
And so they just should have seen them doing crap. Because one of these, I don't remember, one of these they like blow up a bridge, whatever. So it seems like there would be a lot more going on in that respect, but literally nothing happens.
It's I guess it's kind of more similar to the Cold War, because the whole thing, Ron listens to the radio because he's trying to see who is missing now. You know, like people just disappear.
Right, but we don't see any of that, and so we don't connect to
more
any
Harry
of that.
Potter, limited omission viewpoint.
Okay. Also, am I the only one that thinks that the bad guys are way more powerful than the good guys? Like, way more powerful? Like, they can fly around, they can just woogly a bridge.
That's why they're not supposed to be able to fly.
And
it ruins that.
This, and it blows up, and all the other people do is they point their wands at stuff and stare scaredly into the darkness.
It definitely feels like if you were evil and you got cool flying powers, that'd be like
if you're evil
draw.
And you did anything, like, they don't do anything.
But
they're like, here, drink this potion and let's do this stupid solution to an easily solvable problem.
Yeah.
And that's all they did. They've tried to fly and people got dead.
Actually, that's another thing I was going to bring up. It's the same article that I said about the genre hybridity. It talked about this disenchantment. How magic no longer solves problems. Like, magic becomes
Not
like...
for the good guys.
Right, but that's what I mean. Like, it's... You would think if you have a sorcerer on your team, they're going to solve magic problems with magic solutions. Now it's just like magic is just an everyday occurrence. It's just a thing. We can't rely on it to get us out of trouble necessarily. Oh, like, they can, but not like... solve the Horcrux issue, you know? They can't magic their way out of this. They had to figure it out themselves.
Yeah.
So it's... This franchise kind of has turned into... Like you said at the beginning of the Harry Potter movies, his parents are basically Roald Dahl characters.
Right.
And now the villains are kind of more realistic. Like...
Like Umbridge?
Yeah, like they're rounding up people questioning bloodlines... So it's like
True.
magic, the magic exists, but it's a realistic world now with magic.
Right.
So it's kind of cool how it's matured into this. I think that's what I meant at the beginning, where you have to get through 6 movies, and this is the movie where it's just different type of adventure. That's kind of what I'm seeing.
It is different.
I do have cons, believe it or not. Deets.
I believe it.
Let's get to my
if
cons
we watched
first.
the same movie,
Oh
I believe it.
Oh, silly you. Okay, here's something, because it does involve the book. Do you even understand Harry's holding this mirror at one point?
No, I have no idea.
Right. It's like, oh, we didn't add that. Let's just
Okay, that was a con. I'm like, he ran in there. Who's in it?
Right,
Is that
okay.
Dumbledore?
Here's the thing,
That was...
Deets.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
All the way back in the 5th book, Harry is given a gift from Sirius at one point. And I honestly... Sorry, listener. I forget why he doesn't open the gift. But the thing is, it's like, oh, I'm having these dreams about Sirius being tortured. Sirius is being tortured. We have to go to the place where he is. But he, at the end of the book, opens up this present, and Sirius gave him a magical mirror. It's basically to FaceTime. So the ironic twist is like, oh, if I would have opened that gift earlier, I could have used this mirror to see that Sirius is not being tortured. So the book, it doesn't come back until this movie where it's broken. It got broke at some point, and he keeps it because, you know, it was this gift from Sirius. And as he's looking at it, he sees an old man that looks like Dumbledore. And that's all we know, and technically in the movie, that's all we know. It's like, was that Dumbledore? But when he, at the Draco's house, that's when it comes back in the movie. It's like, help us, we're at Draco's house. And then Dobby shows up. So in the movie, it's literally a Deus Ex Machina machine. But there was a origin of it that existed in the book.
Well, even knowing that, I still don't have a...
Yeah, we don't know. I guess technically, because you don't know.
Well, I didn't know that's why Dobby showed up. Even like it didn't make any.
I know.
Like it's just this thing he does every so often.
It's just a thing he does, and it doesn't.
It has nothing to do.
It's like, which
is why I wasn't that confused, because that's basically what this movie's about.
Yeah.
Like they do things that don't make any. They have no connection to anything, and
to argue that point,
then the end.
They know their one clue is the fake locket. Then they find out it's got to be Sirius's brother. Now they understand it was here at one point. Now we know where it is because of the guy, and it's Dolores. They have a plan to get it. So it's like, okay, we're progressing here. They get the locket, but because they not that they made a mistake, but they had to suffer consequences for doing that. They lost the house, you know? I think that's a type of progression story-wise. We had a home base, Sirius's house. That's where they were stationed. Yeah. They could have been there forever, but doing their mission led the guy there. They lost the guy, then they're nowhere.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Sorry.
They're at Sirius Black's house
right.
for a part. They go get the locket. Hermione says they are disappearing and go back to the house. But the bad guy grabbed, like, the foot or whatever last second.
Oh, okay. Is that in this movie?
Yeah. Like, there's this bad guy with a ponytail. Anyway, this is... the point is, as they're escaping, the bad guy grabs hold of them. He sees where they go. So that's why they ditch the house and go to the middle of the woods.
Okay.
Because he let go at that point because he thought they were stopping. Whatever. But I guess to me, they're now camping. It's now the travel movie.
Okay, so...
I like it because it shows that now, because of their choices, what's doing the thing, they have to now adapt, I suppose.
So what I just realized is that in order to understand this movie, you have to remember the book.
I think that explains it, doesn't it?
Like, everything that you said in the last 10 minutes or so, I did not get any of that out of the movie.
When Ron's lying there on the ground, Hermione basically says that. Remember, he's got bloody arms. Remember that?
They got splinched.
He got splinched.
And then what?
Harry's like, what happened? She says
he grabbed
us.
Right.
But
and how I don't understand. I did not get any connection between that.
You know what? I just realized
house.
Maybe they didn't say it. Maybe I'm mixing in things, but that's
okay. Because the splinched thing I got, and that's how come he looks like The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I understood that and why that happened, but I didn't have a clue about the
everything
bad guy. Else that you just said.
My main point of all of this was to say it feels like progression.
Okay.
We got a Horcrux, and now we are having to adapt where we are doing.
Okay. So what I just said is the key, in my mind is the key to why I don't like this movie, because there's a lot of it's a high context movie.
I guess. Yeah.
Meaning there are a lot of things that you have to remember or already know about.
And that's not even your fault. It's the movie, like, there's a mirror thing now.
Right, it's the movie's fault. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fair.
So this is a movie made for people that have recently read the book.
That's a good point.
So that must be why I don't... Because I haven't read these books for probably a decade.
Yeah, I haven't actually either.
But you apparently remember them a lot better than I do. So that's because you're younger.
Yeah,
your mind works better.
I remember being in high school when this one came out. I remember sitting in a classroom wondering where they'll stop the story of this.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like, it wasn't just a movie. It was like a whole
Right.
event almost every time.
I only read these because my oldest child wanted me to.
Yeah.
And so I was not a part of any of that. I just read the book. So, okay. That makes a lot more sense why I hate this movie then.
Yeah.
And then it really doesn't make sense, and it really is a bunch of random things. There's just context that's in the book that if you understand it, it feels like it's progressing.
It kind of...
That makes much more sense.
What
Well, it's not just the mirror part. It's the snake part. It's the, like, why do they go to the Lovegood house part?
It's
the...
Because that's the Deathly Hallows symbol. They,
But...
It was in the book. This is in the movie.
It's there, but, like... Why that is all of a sudden an important thing?
It's because they have nothing to go off of. They like, well,
so they pick a random symbol in a book and they're like, oh,
well, Dumbledore did give it to them for a reason.
Holy
you know,
crap.
I don't know.
Oh, okay, but okay, no, I'm good now. Like legit, I'm good now because I understand that there's a lot of content. Got it.
Okay, here are some other cons I have, Deets.
Okay.
You forgot that's what we were doing.
No, I'm then doing cons.
There is an added scene I had not seen before with this rewatch where Harry and Ron are hunting a rabbit.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden they start shooting spells at each other.
Right, which also made no sense.
I agree. I had never seen that because I haven't seen the extended for this one before. And I'm like, this is a weird scene.
Okay.
Like, what spell are they using to, like, not hurt each other but kills a rabbit? That should be taken out. I don't think that should be added in.
Okay.
I think it's supposed to imply growing tension.
Right, that the Horcrux is pissing them off at each other.
I don't like it.
Okay.
Because then the other thing that is also added is Ron, like, teaching Hermione how to skip stones.
That was cute.
It's cute, but the problem is the very, very next scene is, I got an idea. How can I be so stupid? And then Harry and Hermione are talking about it, and then Ron's like, yeah, I'm still here. Did you forget about me? It's like, Ron, we just saw you skipping stones with Hermione. Those scenes do not work.
Okay,
they should just be taken out or something.
Thank you. Okay, good. Good. All right. I feel much better about this.
The dancing scene, not necessarily a con. It's just so dang awkward. When Harry like gets Hermione's arms, they do this dancing thing.
Yeah.
I remember, this is so random. I remember being at like a school dance
and doing the Harry Potter.
Yeah, and kind of like just for fun. Like I like saying to my date or whatever, like let's do the Harry Potter, and like just doing it. Just kind of a thing. Because it's awkward for everyone, Deets.
Right. Okay. Good.
Because it makes it seem like Harry likes Hermione.
Yes, it
romantically,
certainly did.
But it's supposed to be
like
platonic.
The whole face thing.
Yeah. What is going on there?
Okay.
But I also kind of like it because it's like deeply awkward.
It's okay.
All right. Okay.
Because I assumed that. I mean, I vaguely remember where this ending is of this series, but that scene, if I had not read anything and didn't already know, that would be like, oh, Harry's moving in. He's, Ron's gone.
Yeah, it definitely looks that way. It feels that way. But it's supposed to be platonic.
The only person that looks good, so whatever.
The other major criticism I have, it is book related, but it's Wormtail's ending.
Okay.
You're watching the movie, Dobby does the magic spell to make him fall down.
Yeah.
Sure, we don't see him ever again. The movie has no answers for whatever happens. Maybe he died. Who knows? I will say, in the book, like, he has a silver hand because he cut his hand off to bring Voldemort back. There's, like, an intense moment where he's about to, like, kill Harry or whatever because he's trying to escape. And Harry said, I saved your life. I spared your life way back forever ago. And for whatever reason, because it's not necessarily explained, but I still think it's a lot better than what we got. The magic hand, like, chokes himself out because because Harry's right. Like, I spared your life, but you're not going to spare my life type of thing. And there's not an answer.
So why does it choke him out?
I guess because magic demands justice. I don't know. I like it infinitely better than getting knocked out, though.
Okay.
That's all I got to say about that.
Cool.
That's
good.
It's just like shrugged.
I have no idea. I don't know.
I mean, it's whatever. That's mostly a me thing right now. It's like,
Okay.
I just wish it was.
You wish Wormtail had a better or something.
Yeah, I mean, like, we don't see him ever again. It's just kind of seems like
spoilers.
Justice. Like, hey, yeah, why should you kill him? He wasn't. Yeah, whatever. Here's the thing. This is kind of circling back to final thoughts stuff before we get to your cons, and then we'll get to other things. I kind of like how this movie ends without a big climax. It's there's not like a clear victory. It kind of makes.
They blew up the Horcrux.
Well, there's that, but then there's the whole Xenophilius Lovegood stuff at the end. Like,
okay,
it's just. I know it doesn't work for you, but I think it makes you excited for the next one in a way where that there isn't a clear victory. It's the anti-spectacle movie, essentially.
Yes, I would say that is an accurate statement.
But there's no real reason for art, but I liked that part, and you did not like that part.
Sure. And by the time that it ended, I was like, oh, whatever. I don't know what has happened. I don't know why most of the stuff happened.
I guess it just feels fractured. You know what? That's what
It
the
does
world.
feel
The
fractured.
world is fractured, though. Dumbledore's gone. The Ministry's taken over. Harry's and Ron and Hermione are fighting, being fractured. I guess the narrative reflects the story. Can I say that, Deeds?
You can say that.
I am free to say whatever the heck I want.
And I agree with that, actually.
The one quote, this will be the ending of my talking time. The quote I said that made me think of you is when they see Hermione's bag of everything, basically. It's like, Hermione, you're brilliant. And she says something like, actually, I'm highly logical, which allows me to see details that others often overlook.
Yeah.
And it's just a classic Hermione line.
Yeah, it was a good line. My cons are, like I've already said, most of it. Just the whole movie needs context.
Yeah.
So I didn't.
That's...
Like, there's just like I wrote. They seem to be just wandering around randomly, following no plan. Random things happen randomly, and then the movie ends. Is what I wrote.
Yeah.
So
I mean, yeah. I'm not saying you're wrong, Dietz.
I'm not wrong, because that's what happens. Anyhow, but now context. Anyhow, the one thing that I was very like, are you kidding me? That apparently has a reason for it in the next movie.
Yeah, we were sitting with the teacher, and he was like spoiling it for you.
This completely, they're in the middle of Rando, UK. Regardless of, the stag showing up out of nowhere, the fact that they just randomly are at the place sucks. That's dumb. The end. Okay.
It's all part of the mystery.
And then, at some point, Creature is his name, right? Mm-hmm. Apparently, house elves can just go get people.
Yeah.
That seems like that would have been incredibly useful at a lot of places in this series.
This is the argument.
Go get Sirius Black. Boom. Oh, here he is. Come on. Are you kidding?
The argument against that from a lot of stuff is like a lot of wizards just don't even think about house elves.
Okay.
Their magic is different.
But that particular power seems like you would use it all the time.
Yeah, but for example, the Malfoys would never, ever consider a house elf, like, doing anything against people, So it's like a flaw in their...
Oh,
Okay. What? That's a good argument against that.
Like, it's painful. Like, there are... So,
wait.
Or we got,
wait a second. Pause.
Oh, crap.
That does happen in the 5th book. They poke their head through the fireplace flue, and they see Creature and say, "Creature, where is Sirius?" And Creature doesn't like Sirius, so he says something like he's dead or he's gone or something, which isn't true, but Creature just is angry. So it was a whole... There's a classic misdirection for that very problem. They try to do that in a way. That's a different thing.
Yeah,
but they did try to do that.
So I feel like in every single one of these movies, there's a moment or moments where that particular aspect of the house elves that just shows up randomly in book 7 would have been incredibly useful. Like, go get Ginny. You know?
Well, they don't have a house elf. I guess Dobby's kind
They
of
have
nice.
if I remember right in the books, there's a whole army of house elves underneath Hogwarts.
Yeah.
You could just go down and be like, go get Ginny. Okay. The end. Or
Dobby would do that for Harry, but I don't think anyone else would do it because it's against the rules or something.
Oh,
I'm just spitballing here, Deets.
Great, because it's a massive logical flaw in this whole series. Go get Ginny. Go get Sirius. Go get... Who else were they looking for? Like in the 4 movie. They have trapped Ron in the underwater. Hey, Dobby, go get Ron.
Deets, I don't want to be actually, but that specific example doesn't really line up with the others.
Okay.
They were never really in serious danger. Dumbledore would have saved them. That's part of
it. Doesn't matter. The logical solution to that test, if this is actually a thing that exists in the world, is like, I'm not going to get some gillyweed and crap and wander around under there and potentially die. I'll be like, no, yo, Dobby, go get him.
Oh, you know what's funny about that?
No. What is?
What's funny about that is in the book, Neville doesn't give Harry the gillyweed. Dobby gives Harry the gillyweed.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Wait, but he can't breathe underwater. He can't go get it underwater.
You just apparate right next to him.
Hold your breath. Underwater, you
hold your
drown.
Breath. Out. Or what about this? Go get Voldemort. What? We can skip this whole friggin' series.
You know
Go
what?
get Voldemort. Oh, here he is.
They don't know where Voldemort
on the back
is.
of dude's head. Let's chop his head off.
They didn't know that. No one knew that.
Creature doesn't know where dude is. He just goes to where he is and gets him. He didn't know where that guy was.
Maybe he went to his house, Deets. He didn't say it.
Anyhow.
I don't know.
So this movie basically blew this series apart for me.
You know, you ever heard of the Darth Jar Jar theory?
Yes.
This is like, you are proposing, it sounds like the evil house elf theory.
No, I'm proposing logic. If this is a thing that existed before this book, it would have been used a lot in this series.
I don't think either A, wizards even think to use a house elf.
How could you not?
Because they can operate themselves. I don't know. I don't think it's...
If they can just instantly go to wherever that person was and bring him back, how could you not? Dang, where's Sirius Black? We can't find him. Anyhow.
I was just staring at
it. It seems just stupid.
Sure,
anyhow, that's all.
All of these movies are awful now.
No, just this one, which... This is the same... I got it now.
Here.
This is the same thing with the Star Wars... Martin called it power creep with the Star Wars thing, where in one movie you can only do this and this limited, and then in the next movie, and then by the end he can blow up every friggin' spaceship in the universe with his power. That's what this is. That's why this movie, one of the many reasons why this movie is the worst.
I'll tell you what, Deets.
Okay.
I'll turn to the nerds on the Harry Potter subreddit.
Ask them. You ask them. I'm sure there's a good reason, but it's certainly not in this movie. It might exist in some lore corner of Harry universe somewhere. But it's not in this movie, and as a person that, hasn't read the books recently, this movie just whatever.
Whatever, Deets.
There were great scenes, like I said. Like, honestly amazing. Like, the intro, I loved it. It may be one of my favorite intros ever.
It's
because it's so emotionally powerful. It captures all of the emotion and all of the dread and all of the...
It's like the weight of the previous movies.
It was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the rest of the movie happened. But
one of my favorite funny parts, when they're like disguised as other people.
Yeah.
It's like, when Ron, it's like, oh no, my wife's downstairs.
I hated that.
Ron, you don't have a wife.
Ron is not that stupid. He's pretty stupid, but he's not that stupid.
Yeah, that's fair, but it's a
Anyhow,
funny line.
I know,
Regardless what you say, you pedantic person.
I'm not pedantic. I don't even know. What does that even mean? I'm going to look it up, see if you've insulted me. Pedantic. Of or like a pedant. Oh, a person who's excessively concerned with my... That is not a minor detail.
That is a minor detail. So...
I mean, I don't care if Ron is stupid enough to be like, oh no, my wife. Oh wait, I'm actually 17. I just forgot I was 17. Anyhow. Now we're just into absurdity, so.
Okay. I brought, and this is, by the way, I have one more thing, basically.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I stumbled into something.
Nice.
Like, I discovered this concept, and then I found an article that's like, here's a lot of other things about this concept, so I'm trying to condense a bunch of stuff into one thing.
Okay.
There was a German playwright named Bertolt Brecht. Brecht? Maybe it's Brecht.
Probably.
Bertolt Brecht. Sure. He was a theater director who believed theater should make people think.
Wow, I like him already.
Okay, you want people to think, not just feel emotions. He's a man.
That is my guy. What's his name? Brecht?
Bertolt Brecht.
He's the greatest playwright of all time.
He wanted audiences to question society, politics, and power instead of getting lost in a story.
How have I never heard of this guy?
Well, I hadn't heard about him either. So he came up with this idea. It's called the distancing effect, or the German word, which I will now attempt. Verfremdungseffekt. Verfremdungseffekt. It's the distancing effect by Bertolt Brecht. Let me scroll up. It's also called Brechtian distancing.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah. Have you heard of that one?
No.
That's probably the one I stumbled on, then I undug a couple things. So, this is specifically about the sequence when Hermione is reading the story at the end of The Three Brothers.
Oh, right.
Because the movie, and it's literally, the thing I wanted to talk about is literally about that specific moment.
Like when it goes cartoony or animated.
It goes into a whole different medium.
Right. Which is also just, okay.
Well, let me try to help us appreciate it a little bit. Because, for one, just surface level, I like the way it looks. I think it's like a mini movie.
It was cool.
Cool. The story, I think, is a classic, like, fairy tale type story.
Yeah.
The animation's cool. Like when the Grim Reaper, like, I always think of when the one brother hangs himself, and then like the Grim Reaper like pulls him up like a little puppet guy.
Yeah.
All the visuals are cool, and I believe I think if you go to the theme park, I think they will tell this story and reenact it or something on a stage or whatever. Whatever. Okay, so the distancing effect. So the animated sequence literally creates this distancing effect with the audience because the movie shifts medium.
Right.
Essentially. Yeah. So viewers literally have to adjust our brains as we watch. It forces us to think rather than feel like, oh, this is different. And we are now having to connect dots to, like, what does this match the movie I'm watching? Is this like how does this connect? So I guess this German guy, it's part of his theory. It's like, stop and think about this, and we have no choice but to, which is kind of cool. The abstraction prevents identification with individual characters. So it's like, I don't know, these aren't characters. How does this relate to anything? So it forces reflection on the moral of the story rather than its drama. Anyway, it's a theatrical technique. So on the stage, he did it to prevent audiences from emotional immersion, making them critical observers instead of passive consumers. It involves breaking the illusion of reality with techniques like actors speaking directly to the audience or unusual staging, forcing viewers to think critically about the social or political messaging rather than getting lost in the story. The point is, the staging or whatever is radically different. Like, it makes you, as an audience, have to think instead of just
forces
feel.
you to.
So the overall goal is to create a critical, objective audience. Instead of, you'd like this, an emotionally attached one. he's nodding. He's approving.
I'm not opposed to emotion.
I know, dudes. I'm just
poking the bear.
Yeah, like when the fourth wall gets broken is a small example of this.
Wait, when was it broken?
No. In general, fourth wall breaking, reminding you you're watching a movie or seeing a play, like visible stagecraft. Leaving sets or lighting visible to show the illusion.
So like Singing in the Rain has a lot of that.
Yeah. I think...
But it's probably not for the same reason.
Yeah, that's what I just am thinking of. There's got to be varying levels of this implemented. Okay. Anyway, so just to kind of sum up and a few more ideas that are underneath this umbrella term. The big idea is that audiences are reminded they're watching a thing. They want you to analyze what's happening. Body language shows social meaning, gestures, and posture and how they move. So how the body is the way that shows some sort of idea. That's probably more like avant-garde stuff, probably.
Right.
Or, like when you see those weird real people art exhibitions or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I guess you could say the audience and Ron and Hermione and Harry have become one and the same. We're all the audience now, even with
experiencing
this.
this.
We're hearing the story and we're seeing the story. So it's like they have become part audience in a way. They've stepped out of their main character role. And also we have like the guy, Luna Lovegood's dad. He's the interpreter. Sometimes there's like someone who helps us understand a story or something, but he's literally there like, this is what it means. It's just kind of cool. I always like to find something I never knew type of thing.
Oh yeah, I love that.
So this distancing, when it's done on purpose with the intent to make you think about what you're seeing as opposed to just feeling it through. Because stopping the movie stops. Here's a cartoon segment and keeps going. You can maybe even break down how the brothers could represent characters in the movie, or like even like the wand. One brother wanted the wand. He wants power. He's like Voldemort. What is the next brother? The stone. The stone. The brother's not happy with death. He's not satisfied with death. Maybe that's like Dumbledore. Dumbledore. I guess we don't know his backstory yet, but he's not satisfied or something. And then there's Harry. Like the third brother wants the magical cloak. He is content with not being the powerfulest. He's content with letting things die, and he gladly accepts death when it's his time. I guess he could be like Harry.
Sure.
And we'll see that even more specifically later on in the next movie, I suppose. But I guess you could break it down that way of like, why are we seeing this? Maybe there's stuff like that. The connections to a broader story.
Sure. Yeah. That was one of many moments where I was like, why? What is going on? Why? And then we shifted back into the
Yeah.
So yeah. So it's just a very confusing experience for me.
Yeah. This is is this the actual worst one in your opinion?
This is my least favorite.
Even more than 6.
Yeah.
Last week we talked all about how 6 were like, I don't know, it's just weird.
Yeah, it was very weird, but at least like it made sense.
You know, I wonder
Ish.
if someone wanted to edit the 6th movie into this movie into one story, because
Maybe that might help.
I don't know, because
it's just context.
You're
like
right.
which is, now that I understand, that's why the movie, most of it didn't make any sense to me. I feel better because
Yeah.
like you were like, I really like this. I'm like, wow, good. This felt like, it felt like a Tolkien, but it felt like one of those weird movies that you made me watch, like of the French thing where just random, we've talked about it multiple times, and you say, oh yeah, like he goes into this other space on a train car or something. He's throwing bolts to make sure they step in the right place.
Oh,
and
it's not French, it's Russian. It's Stalker.
Stalker, right. I felt like this was Stalker.
Yeah.
Where if you
That's
have...
right, you don't like slow movies, it feels like.
No, I don't mind slow movies if they make sense or are logical.
Stalker is not for everyone.
No,
That
it's
movie
not for anyone.
is a slow movie.
Anyhow. like the whole movie of Stalker, you're like, what is going on?
Yeah, they're going...
That's how I felt watching this. Like after...
this is very Stalker-esque if you...
It gives Stalker, yeah.
It's giving
sure.
Stalker.
Yeah, it does, definitely, for me. So, but now I feel less bad. So there are some cool philosophical things that showed up. So is it better to wipe someone's memory or kill them?
Great question.
I think that was my favorite thing, because they were like, oh, that's better. And I was like, is it? And I've thought about it off and on since I watched it. Is it better to wipe someone's memory of everything or kill them? I think it would be better to kill them.
Yeah, I might agree. There's an example I'm thinking of, but I'm not going to say because it's technically a spoiler, but
okay.
But it might be.
Just if that was the two choices, you'd never remember anything, or I don't know.
Especially as an adult, you'd have to learn everything.
Yeah, that would be the suck.
That would be the suck.
It would. And then, just the idea of, how do the things that we invite into our lives shape us? So specifically, it's the Horcrux here. They invited it, they were willing to carry it, and it shaped them. It changed who they are. What are the things in our lives that we've invited in that are shaping us, and we don't even know it? Which is like an invitation to critically examine. You've surrounded yourself with these things. What are they doing to you? How are they shaping you? The obvious one is, social media, but I think there's a lot of stuff that we invite in, and like the Gollum-y thing, and it becomes our precious, and that happens slowly. We don't realize that we're being warped by the value we place on this thing. Like video games is another easy one. You get immersed in this world, and the world is better. So this is Baudrillard. So the world that we've immersed ourselves in is better than the world that we're in, and so we just allow that to shape our lives, and then we are 35 years old and we haven't accomplished anything, kind of thing. But
what the interesting thing though is, with this specific example, this metaphor, is the Horcrux, they know what it does. So it's like, hey, this thing is going to affect you.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. But like with social media as the easy example,
Yes.
we could literally, as teachers especially, be like, hey, social media is bad, and we can read any number of articles about it, and students will be like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, that has happened.
Yeah.
Multiple times in multiple classes. They're like, yep, I know.
It's like willingly putting on the Horcrux.
Yep.
Like, I'll take these consequences. That's fine.
Yeah. Or like vaping or smoking, like there's no one in America that doesn't know the consequences of that, I feel like. And yet there's still an industry there. Like, why? How is there an industry for the thing that's going to kill you? Anyhow, I just thought that was interesting.
That's cool.
But it's even more interesting to me for the things that we don't know how they're affecting us. We don't know that they're going to have a negative effect or not.
Oh.
And so...
Well, like with the Horcrux, they didn't know it at first type of thing.
Sure, right, yeah. And so it's just, to me, it's an invitation for us to get critical with... Okay, so how am I spending my time? Or what are the things that are shaping the way that I'm thinking? Or tracing it back from, I have this negative habit or this negative, like, mental habit. Where did it come from? Tracing it back, removing. It seems like this movie gives us a clue as to how we can improve ourselves by removing things or inviting things into our lives. But to me, the most interesting concept of this movie is the idea of sacrifice. So, we have two versions of sacrifice. We have Voldemort's version of sacrifice. He's willing to sacrifice other people.
Yeah.
Other people's lives, hands, minds, whatever. And then the doubling scene at the start, where Harry's like, no, I can't ask you. And they're like, we're not asking permission. We will sacrifice ourselves to save your life. And so it seems like that may be a key to, discerning what's good and what's evil or what's bad. Is are you sacrificing someone else, or are you sacrificing for someone else? But I think that may be a way to discern people who are effective in a professional setting. Are you sacrificing other people, their benefit, their learning, their growth? Or are you sacrificing yourself to enable their, success, learning, growth, whatever? And so is that what separates amazing fill-in-the-blanks from sucky fill-in-the-blanks?
Yeah.
Teachers, doctors, firefighters, anything.
Like you said, any job. Like if a doctor goes above and beyond, they're going to be a better doctor than the one that doesn't.
But it doesn't. I don't know. Yeah, and I haven't thought through any of this. Maybe it doesn't even have to be above and beyond. It's just your mindset about what you're doing. I'm here earning a paycheck versus I'm here sacrificing my time as a police officer, as a garbage truck driver, anything.
We recently, in real life, had a motivational speaker for all the teachers.
We did.
She was an Olympian athlete.
Yeah.
It was actually really good. One of her key things was she was all about changing things little by little.
Yep.
Like, how can you make tomorrow a better day? Or what can you improve tomorrow?
Yeah. Go to bed better than you woke up.
Yeah, and with that mindset, I think it's something I'm trying to work on.
Yeah.
But that's what can improve everything.
It does. Yeah.
Even if it's just 1%.
Yep. So go to bed a little better than you woke up.
Yeah.
That's it.
How can you make the next day a little bit better?
Yeah.
That's hard specifically with teaching. That could be hard because every single class can be so different. It's like, wow, this is better. And the next class, the same lesson goes horribly wrong. And like, what other jobs are there out there?
Oh, come on now.
Nah, it's all good.
Maybe this is the key.
Yeah.
You just have to find ways to sacrifice more. Anyhow, yeah, not my favorite
Not your favorite.
at all.
They have 3 Horcruxes destroyed, though.
Yeah, that's the other thing. 2 already got destroyed. They
Yep.
spent an entire movie finding and destroying one. There's 4 more?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you are a dedicated Desert of the Real fan,
Woo.
and you wait eagerly for the release of the next episode, we have some sad news for the week coming. You will have to be Desert of the Real-less, and you'll just have to go listen to some previous episode to fill your Desert of the Real Jones, because Ryan is abandoning us.
Yeah. I can't record next week.
Yep, he's being forced
Yeah.
to go to Hawaii for a week, so, sad.
I'm pretty sure part 2 is more action-packed just for you. This is the camping Harry Potter movie.
I don't need action. I need logic.
You will.
I need to
I am already
understand.
predicting you to get mad at one part, so it's all like.
Okay.
It's just one thing.
Cool. So,
Cool.
thanks for listening. I don't even know how much of this episode's going to remain when I get done editing, because I feel like there was a lot of anger and
There was an anger.
frustration
There was a moment where it clicked for you why this movie was bad.
for me.
Yeah.
So this was,
I wish.
This movie was not made for Harry Potter neophytes.
I wish there's a other film teacher in the school who watches all the Harry Potter movies. I don't know if he gathers data like this. It'd be interesting to see what he observes about students who are watching it for the first time, who have not read the books, what their thoughts are. Because it's like,
That would be.
there's even less context. Because you had read them a long time ago, but
Right.
I don't know.
Anyhow, thanks for listening again.
We love you.
We do. We're grateful for you.
Think critically.
Yes.
Yeah.
We love you.
Bye.